Hi, I'm Dustin Abbott, and I'm here for a different kind of review here today. Today I'm taking a look at the motorized blinds from the company SmartWings. Now, over the years, I've bought a wide range of blinds for either the church that I pastor or for our home. So I'm well versed in having to choose appropriate type blinds for the application. I'm also well aware that they aren't cheap, having spent thousands of dollars on them in the past. However, I needed a blind for this office that I often also use as my studio. And a couple of primary factors for that. One is privacy. I will do counseling in this office or meetings with people, and so a lot of activity going on outside the window can be distractive and also make people feel like they don't have the kind of privacy that they're necessarily looking for. And then on a secondary concern, when it comes to filming in this space, I've worked to try to limit the amount of echo in here and to improve the sound quality, but being able to control the lighting through a blind, and particularly one in the style that I have chosen here that gives me a wide range of options over how much either light I have coming through, kind of the translucent slats, or of course the option to open it all together. So when SmartWings reached out to me to see if I was interested in doing a collaboration with them, I said yes, because it both fit a need for me in this particular application, but also is something that I was already considering doing for the reasons that I've given you already. So today what I'm going to try to do is to try to walk through the process of good and bad in this whole journey, and so that you can maybe have a sense of whether or not this is a company that you could look to for your own blinds in the future. So first of all, let me give you a couple of the features to go over. Obviously, as noted, these are motorized blinds that I've chosen, and motorized is kind of their thing. It's not just about blinds themselves, but about having motorized and control through a variety of means, whether it be a dedicated remote control like this, but then also through some other options if you're looking to use something like Amazon Alexa or Google HomeKit, various applications to where if you're wanting to integrate into kind of a smart home solution, they're definitely designed around that. One of the things that I actually really liked about this particular application as well is the fact that they do have a solar charging option, and it's a small solar panel that will go actually on the window. And in this case, it's very easy to put it in a place to where essentially you'll never see or never notice it, but obviously it's going to be getting that available window light coming through and keeping it charging. I think this is a really great option if you happen to have a very high and inaccessible window. Now in this case, my window is not overly high. However, I certainly can't access the top of it without having a ladder. It's something like 7.5 feet up, and so tall enough to where I do need a ladder to access that space. The other thing that I found as I began to explore their options in terms of the style of shades, that SmartWings does have a huge range of options available. A lot of different applications, and I actually took me a while to kind of come up with what I thought would work, because they had some wood style blinds that I thought were cool, because I do have some wood accents in this particular office space, but I ended up going with what I chose for the reasons I'll give you in just a moment. The other kind of standout feature of SmartWings is that all of their blinds do include free shipping, and that is to a variety of countries, I should say, and you'll be able to quickly determine whether or not that applies to your country, because either they ship to your country and you have free shipping, or they don't ship to your country and it's just not even an option at this point. So let's talk about what I particularly chose here for this space. I decided to go with their motorized zebra shades and in the translucent style. I wasn't looking for a complete blackout solution. In fact, I wanted a solution to where at the most, in the most kind of closed down space, it would be something like this, to where it's not blocking all of the light, still kind of giving a little bit of a glow to the room, but able to provide privacy and then also to really control the quantity of light that's coming in. And I really like these zebra style because it does give you the option of having privacy and light. You know, if you just choose to go with these slats, there still is kind of a sheer in there, and so you can see in and out, but it's particularly from the outside, it's not easy to see in, and so it's a good option there, obviously. I chose what they call their Z-Wave motor. And so this motor is quite quiet in operation. It's not, as you can see, it's not like blindingly fast in terms of going up and down, but it's fast enough and it's very quiet in operation. Whenever I've had people in here that wanted to see the shade and I begin to operate it, people have been duly impressed. And so if that's your goal, to show how kind of James Bond high tech you are with your blinds, it'll probably satisfy that as well. I did choose to go with this style remote because this is an office. It's not in like my home, for example, where I'm so concerned with more like Google Alexa type control, but just being able to control it this way was more important to me. I did choose the solar panel, and so I wouldn't have to mess with getting up there to charge it in. And so then when it came to the installation process, it was straightforward for the most part. However, there was an error on my part that I'll detail in just a moment, where initially I made an error in measuring all the spots that I should have measured. And so the first blind that arrived, it was correctly made, but it didn't fit my space. And so I had to redo it. And so we'll get to that in just a moment. But outside of that, the installation was very straightforward. To be fair, I do have experience in installing blinds and doing a wide range of construction type tasks. And so for me, it was very simple and straightforward. Your mileage is going to vary, obviously, depending on how comfortable you are with using tools. And so, but I mean, there really isn't a lot of tools involved. It really is a matter of maybe doing a little bit of measuring, driving in a few screws, and then just having the sense of being able to figure out the attach points, and so that you can actually put that blind up and kind of do a little bit of a pull type rock style to where you rotate it up into the clips. Really was something that could be done in, as long as you have the right size blind, something that I could typically do in less than a half hour. So let's talk about some things that I like. First of all, I really do like the look of the fabric here. This is kind of a mixed design, and so it's actually very complementary to the overall color scheme. I did find that there was a nice variety of looks and options that were available, and what I chose online it proved to be very consistent with the actual fabric of the material that arrived, and so I appreciate that. I like the solar panel option and the fact that it can be easily hidden, and also it then eliminates the need for doing any kind of other type of charging. Your other option is that it would come with an AC adapter and a USB-C port there, and so you could charge it through that means. Now, what I found out kind of after the fact is that the normal charging process through that USB port and then just plugging into the wall, it takes about 5 to 6 hours to fully charge the battery, but the battery will then last for about 6 months of normal use. And so, you know, at the end of the day, that's really not all that big a deal. And so if you decide to not spend the extra money for the solar panel, it's really a relatively small inconvenience. And so long as your the top of the blind is not up really high where it's truly inaccessible, I suspect that you can get by without the solar panel. But the solar panel so far has worked a treat. And so no concerns right that. And as I look up at it right now, I can see a green flashing up there that indicates that it is receiving power input from the solar panel, even though outside it is kind of a gray, typical winter kind of day without any kind of great sunlight out there. As you can see, the motor itself, it works relatively quietly. It's, as noted, it's not super fast, but it is fast enough that, you know, you're basically smoothly operating. I also appreciate the fact that in this case, I've elected to have one section that can be cranked out in this large window that's behind me here. And so what I found is that if I took off that crank handle, that it very smoothly goes over the top of that kind of bulge out section. It doesn't hang up on it at all. It just kind of works smoothly and naturally, and so no problem there. I also appreciate the fact that all of these smart blinds are truly integrated in all of the modern processes. And so a lot of people are interested in the idea of smart home and kind of automating their home to maybe help with having the blinds in a certain position at a certain time of day. You can program a custom position into even through the remote, or you can do it through using something like Google Home, things like that. And so the upside of that is that if you're needing to have maybe the shade closed at a certain time of day because you're wanting to block maybe some solar energy from coming into the home, you can do that, or to have it open at a particular time. You can automate all that process, which is really going to appeal to a certain kind of customer. Also, I found that the installation process was nice and straightforward. So how about some things that I'm not as crazy about? Well, just on a practical level, dealing with an online company means that you're not going to get any kind of local support or installation help. And so, if you're not comfortable with doing the whole process of measuring and then installing a blind, you might want to deal with a local company because you're going to get maybe a little bit more help in that process. And their customer service seems to be good, and of course I ended up having to use it, as I've already confessed. And so so just be aware of that. Blinds, of course, can be expensive. And so for this configuration, it is a very large window that I am covering here. The window itself is about 6 foot by 7 foot roughly. And so it is a large window, so it's a large blind. And so, but this cost roughly $500, including shipping. There are some discounts right now, but just so you know, kind of the basic ballpark of what this particular blind cost. And so blinds can be expensive. That's a potential negative. A third potential negative is that some competitors will offer some protection. And I'm talking about online companies that do blinds through a similar process. They will offer some protection that even if you're the one that makes a mistake in measuring, that you do get, maybe one remake or something like that. And that's not necessarily the case from kind of digging into the fine print. Doesn't seem to be the case here. So on that note, be sure to measure the top, the middle, and the bottom. And so in my case, because the top of the window was fairly high, I measured the bottom and I measured the middle, and those measurements were consistent. And unfortunately in the top, it actually squeezed in a little bit at the top. And so the byproduct is that the original blind was about, 3/8 off. And so I couldn't install it in that space. And so, had to get it remade. So learn from my mistake, measure the top, the middle, and the bottom to make sure that, and obviously you're going to want to take the narrowest measurement to make sure that it's going to fit consistently up and down. So my conclusion is this: based on my limited experience with just one blind, I haven't done a wide variety of blinds like I've done in some other cases. I actually really like the SmartWings Motorized blind that I got. I haven't always invested in motorized blinds in the past. You don't always need them, truth be told, but they can be very handy if you happen to have very high windows, which are not going to be easily accessed through other means. They're also very handy if you're wanting a very clean looking installation where you don't have anything kind of dangling down on the side. They're also, I think, very handy if you're looking for this style of blind, kind of a zebra style application, because you can just stop it wherever you want. And so you can have some precision if you want that full slat available. It's quite easy to do with the remote, and not always as easy to do with, some kind of other control. And obviously in this case, depending on how often you're opening and closing your blinds, for me, it's not all that often. And so it means that I'm putting relatively wear and tear on that motor, and it's far less likely to wear out than something if I was adjusting a handle up and down. I have ran into some issues with blinds in the past where after a while, particularly if they're a roller style, that after a while, you're having to pull further and further down because they don't want to retract as well. So this, to me, at least in the short term, I'm about a month in, seems like it might be a more elegant solution in the long term. And so far, I would say that if you are willing to spend the money to get the motorized blind is pretty cool. Now, right now, there is a current sale around the holidays where it's 8% off site-wide, and then if you're making a big order, $1,500 or more, it's 12% off, which could make some significant difference in your overall price of what you're paying for. So if you're looking for blinds, here is my experience with SmartWings. So far, so good. I'm Dustin Abbott, and if you want more information, you can check out the information in the description down below. You can find some buying links or some research links if you want to do more research for yourself. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and let the light in.